If you're sitting comfortably, ladies and gentlemen, our story will begin. Here in the Lake District, Sir Boots of the Ground decided to head out into the mountains, into the lakes, to find some epic trails, some epic mountain bike rides so that he could find it, you know it, and you could ride it. Nature decided that wasn't going to happen. There's hike a bike and then there's just ridiculousness. The first time the storm came in and blew the trees down and the trails were, you shall not pass. So we turned the page in our story. This is a fine biscuit, by the way. Went to Penrith, hoping the epic mountain ride would be epic, of epic proportions. Alas, no. What turned out on this ride was completely and utterly not rideable. In my book, Hike a Bike, Snowdon, yeah, you know there's going to be some hike a bike, but today's hike a bike with the GoPro effect looks like this. In actual fact, it was like this. Including at some point our hero decided to put his bike down and try and hike to the top to see where the trail went. Unrideable, almost unhikeable. Thank you to who gave me this. This page of the story shall not be written. More coffee, wench. However, did our hero, was he defeated? Did he make it to the top of the mountain? Did we conquer mountains? No, we didn't. What we did find was not only a really short section of gnarly technical downhill that you've got to climb up that was just so enjoyable, it almost made it worthwhile. I'm here at the Kirkstone Pass, drowning my sorrow with coffee, with no cake here, which is disgraceful. I hope you enjoy this. This is where our story begins. Let's turn the page. I'll find it. You can't ride it. Okay, grab yourself another one. Hello and welcome to Penrith. Yes, we're up in the Lake District. We've come out for some epic mountain bike riding. Now, Grisdale Forest, admittedly, yesterday was a bit of a disaster. The storm had come through. Most of the trails were destroyed. But here we are. What a fantastic location to even start the ride. Through the farm, past this stream or river, it goes all the way up to the mountains behind me. She's raring to go. We need a good ride today. So let's head off up into the mountains and hopefully the mountain bike gods will be with us today. Let's get going. Well, straight out of the gate there from the farm, it's a slight gradient, a bit of a climb, but up ahead as we get across this bridge, you can see you've got a fair hefty climb coming up. You can't complain when you're in a location like this, can you? Not really. Time to dig in and get to the top. A little bit of e-bike power. Again, those on traditional mountain bikes, good on you, because this is steeper, much steeper than it is going to appear on the GoPro. Wow, steep. But that front wheel is lifting up all the time. Whew. Needed that breather halfway up. This thing literally never ends. But we know what goes up must come down. This would be awesome. You would get some serious speed down here. You're gonna want elbows, knees, and a full face, I would have said. I'm sticking my neck out here. It's going to be controversial, but I don't think you could ride that on a traditional mountain bike. It's not just not, if that's level, it is like that. Again, it's never going to come out. Prove me wrong, if you can get up this on a traditional mountain bike, you are a rock star. That is very, very steep. Absolutely energy zapping. We're still not using turbo or the highest power settings, because at the end of the day we want to get some exercise in. When we're doing Snowdon, I need to build them legs up like Fatima Whitbread. If you don't know who that is, I'm probably a little bit older than you are. Let's get going. You out of breath yet? You out of breath, Heidi? She's not even warmed up, look at her. Below us there, you can see the stream of the river that flows all the way down towards the car park, all the way up here to the top of the mountain. And up there's a waterfall, but I think it's too far down for us to actually see. So very tough so far, but also very picturesque. I could probably say this is one of the toughest climbs I've done so far. It feels like in places a location that I've mentioned many times, and that is Staveley. So if you've done Staveley and parts of that, it feels like we're actually riding up it, when I would ideally like to ride down it. God, it's never ending. So that's where we're going up there. Yes, it looks absolutely horrendous. This is not going to be easy at all. I was told it was a tough ride, but that's not going to stop us, is it? Nah, it's not going to stop us. How do I stop those brakes? Because it's getting to the point where it's getting on my nerves now. New discs, new pads. Why is that deeper than it looks? That is the question. Yes, it is much deeper than it looks. Fucking hell! Oh, you bastard! You bastard! Oh! Yes, it's probably not as bad as this when it's oh God, when there hasn't been a storm and it hasn't been raining for 2 days. Wow. Well, you want adventure? You've bloody got it. That drop up post up. This is not very easy. Wow. This is not going to be easy. Definitely hike a bike. Definitely hike a bike time. And of course having these shoes on, even though they're super grippy on the pedals, when you get on this wet grass with the snow and sleet, it's kind of slippy. Gotta be worth it when we get up. Although if we get to the top and it's just ridiculous, we're gonna have a great downhill all the way down that rocky road. What say you, BOT Patreons? Shall I bring you back and do this before we do Snowdon? I've just had a thought. I hope somebody doesn't send me a hike, but not a bike, because there are no mountain bike trails on the floor, and the hill that's facing me to my right is quite severe, to say the least. So that's where we've just come through there. No tyre trails at all, and again, that is absolutely immense. Well, I'll update you in about 5 minutes. Whew. Are you ready, Heidi? I honestly don't know if I can do this. This is insane. Feels like, if I turn the camera around, that is the equivalent of what you are climbing, and you can see the little people right at the top. That's basically what you're trying to hike a bike up. And it's getting steeper.
and steeper and steeper. This can't be right. There's no way this is right. There's hike a bike and then there's just ridiculousness. This can't be right, because if I look up there, that's nearly vertical. That's almost unhikeable. There's no way you can get your bike up there. I'll give it another 10 minutes and then I'm going to call it defeat. It's, oh, I can't. Another ruined weekend. I'm sure many of you out there will be happy about that. Maybe we just go for a ride into the mountains and see where we end up. Bloody hell, that's going to be bad enough getting down. I felt near vertical. I'm admitting defeat. It's just impossible to hike a bike up there. Far too steep. I tried hiking up a little bit and you just cannot get a foothold, it's too slippy. So another ruined ride. So I think the plan is we'll go down the way we came. I'll apologise now for the stupid screaming brakes. New pads, new discs, still screams its head off. I'm just not enjoying mountain biking at the minute, I'll be honest. I thought this weekend might change my mind, but it's just made things worse.
Having finally made it down off the mountain, I decided it was time to have a little bit of fun and absolutely fly down that rubbly, gnarly bridleway that we'd put so much effort into riding up. I did initially ride over to the left, but a couple of walkers told me that it was a no-go due to a bit of a landslide further up. So it was a bit of an epic fail, but that was just ridiculous. There was no way you could get your bike up there, hike a bike. Definitely not.
These things are sent to testers. The show must go on. At least we'll have a great little gnarly techie downhill. Oh yes, brilliant. Oh, the fast one as well. Wow. Come on now with them bloody brakes. Oh, boost. Be careful on here. Wow, that's some chunk. Afternoon, ladies. Disastrous ride. Whoa, I nailed it. Great fun. Great fun. Almost makes it work well, doesn't it, Heidi? not really. The whole field was horrendous. You can see how far from the valley bottom we've actually come here. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Oh, love it. Super chunk. Holy shit. Gonna have to have a bit of brake on it because it's so steep. Gonna end up riding into the bloody gate. Bloody awesome! Ah, awesome! Almost made it worthwhile. Damn you, lakes! You tried to brake me, and you almost did. Although climbing Luffrig fell yesterday and riding the day before, I am tired, but wow, you tried to beat me. Let's get down into this most beautiful, picturesque place I've ever seen. You think the peaks is beautiful, this is just, look at it. Stunning. Right, Eddie, let's get ourselves down here, nice and safe now. End of the ride, we don't want any hazards. We don't want squeaky brakes either. Can we stop that, please? Full face. Definitely needed. Oh. I think that was my back tyre. I think so. That tire's popped. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Boots, you can't ride. What business is it of yours? I enjoy myself. I ride in some gnarly places. Let's do one.
The end of our venture here in Cumbria in the Lake District. It hasn't gone our way, let's be honest, but in order for me to be able to get out and find it so you can ride it, I need to get out, find these places, experience them and find out whether they are actually rideable. So in one sense, that's kind of what we've done. Now Grisdale's my own fault. There was a huge storm, as you know, blew over, and well, obviously a lot of the trails were unrideable. Here today, the ride I was given, getting up that mountain behind me, ridiculous. There's hike a bike and then there's just absolute insanity, and that was unsafe to get to the actual top. So there we go. Got to snap out of this. Woe is against me. Feels like the cards are stacked against me all the time. I've got to get out of that mindset. You make your own way in life. You make your own decisions, your own choices. It's so difficult making these videos and it's so tiring with so much effort, and sometimes when you don't feel like people are enjoying the content, it can be very difficult, and my heart goes out to channels that are even smaller than mine. I know it's difficult, it really is difficult. Anyway, time for me to get off this mountain here in Cumbria, and I'm going to head up to Kirkstone Pass, I think, the pub that's right at the top, up in the snow where I had to get the vehicle in for before. And I might just have a pub lunch, and I might just give you a sneaky peek as a goodbye. However, that was insanity, but that downhill was awesome. If you're going to do that downhill at speed, elbows, pads and full face. I've got to say it. And if you do that climb on a normal traditional mountain bike, send me a video and I'll do a feature on you. Anyway, I'll find it, you can't ride it. Bye bye from Cumbria. Let's get up to the top and get a pint down us.